Valentine's Day just around the corner as you are watching this. There's a lot of talk in the sewing world about making for others and loving on others, but today I thought I would do a quick little video on self-love. Sewing has given me so much in terms of how I see my body, how I think about style, and it's also given me lots of friendships. So let's get into it in honor of Valentine's Day. Hi, I'm Izzy, and if you're new here, on this channel, I just love to share everything about sewing. Usually on Fridays, the videos are a little more chatty, a little more community-based, so I thought it would be the perfect day to put a video out about how sewing has brought me a lot of opportunities for self-love. Now, this isn't all woohoo and all of that good stuff, but it's given me lots of practical ways in which to love my body, love my style, and share a little bit more about myself with others. So let's talk about measurements. One thing that sewing has done for me, or sewing garments more specifically has done for me, is to learn that my measurements are just numbers. They are information I need to then choose a size and make adjustments to a pattern so that it will fit my body. It used to be when I only wore ready-to-wear clothes, and I'm sure a lot of us have been through this. Go into a store and focus on the labels and the sizes and freak out if the number feels too high. There was a lot of judgment in my life related to that label in the garment. And with sewing, a lot of that judgment has gone away. I feel very neutral about my numbers and their fluctuations because they do change. And so every time I go to make a pattern now or a new pattern, it feels very, very practical and very neutral to just take my measurements and then choose a size and make adjustments based on that. So that was the first thing that sewing gave me, is that learning to just appreciate my body, the body I'm in today, and not judge any of the numbers that I come up with when I take my measurements. I hear a lot of sewers, unfortunately, who say they lose their sojo because their body is changing and they don't want to make for a body they don't love right now, or they don't want to make any clothes that won't fit because they're on a weight loss journey and all of that good stuff. Well, which I completely understand, and again, no judgment here, but the bottom line is you need clothes. You need to dress your body. So I never want to be in a position where I'm not going to sew for myself because I'm not happy with the way my body looks. My body is amazing. It's taken me through 2 pregnancies. It's given me so much. The least I can do is appreciate it in all of its forms and just make beautiful clothes for it. Another thing that sewing has given me in terms of self-love is it pushed me to learn about my own style. So what is it I like to wear? What clothes do I reach for over and over again? What colors do I like to wear? What fabrics do I like to wear? So it's given me a whole lot of information that I really wasn't focused on when I was shopping ready-to-wear clothes. You know, if it was in a half decent color and the size fit me or sort of fit me, I would just buy the thing. Now I think a lot more about what I love to wear, the colors, the fabrics. What don't I love? So what fabrics do I not like on my body? And that has guided me to making clothes that I reach for all of the time. If I stand in front of my closet today, it's full of beautiful garments in colors I love, in fabrics I like to wear, and that fit me well. Not perfectly, but well. So learning about your style it's fabulous, because then you don't spend a whole lot of time and money on fabrics and patterns you'll never ever wear or even make, if that makes sense. So number 2, learning about my style was definitely a way to show myself some love. Somewhat related to learning about my style is sewing has given me the tools to basically dress for the life I have right now. It's very, very easy to buy patterns or buy fabrics for the life you wish you had. Maybe, you make clothes for going out in. You make lots of clothes for special occasions, and those never come around or very rarely come around. An example of that is in my professional life before the pandemic, I loved to wear suits and pretty dresses and tailored jackets. And when I'm sewing, I still wish I wore those things. But the bottom line is my office environment has gotten a lot more casual. Nobody wears suits at work anymore unless they're in client servicing and they go out to meet with clients. So there's really no need for me to wear the more business appropriate clothes. I really have to think and stop myself from making those things now and accept that my life is a lot more casual than it used to be. So yeah, sewing has given me time to really consider, will I wear this? Does this fit my current life? And yeah, I just sew for the life I'm in. I sew for the body I'm in. I sew for the occasions and activities that I have more often. It's not to say that I'll never sew for a special occasion. I do, and I love that, but it is definitely the minority of my sewing projects these days. So learning to sew for my current life has been a really great gift. And lastly, another gift that sewing has given me is the gift of friendship. Now, when I first started sewing, it never occurred to me that sewing would open up a world of connections to me. I always felt like sewing is a very solitary activity. I do it in my sewing room, usually all by myself or watching YouTube videos. But this channel and this hobby has given me so many new friendships and new acquaintances and new connections. It's been amazing. I've met some people in real life around sewing. I used to be part of a quilt guild here in Montreal, and I've made friendships through that. I've made friendships through my channel, some people who I used to watch or used to watch me, and we met in real life a few times. I have a few people who I consider friends, like real friends, who unfortunately I don't get to see very often, but they're still friends. And also through this channel's membership and our monthly virtual socials, I've met more people and I've created deeper connections with some of you that are just priceless to me. And these connections happen to be such an amazing gift, and they've given me so much joy. I highly encourage you, if you feel a little bit lonely in this hobby of ours, reach out, make connections, try to meet people in real life. I feel I'm usually very, very shy in real life. I don't like to go to events and sewing things by myself, but I'm really trying to push myself this year to get out there more. I happily learned last week that there's going to be a Montreal Frocktails in June, which I'm definitely going to. There's a small group of Seamwork members, I guess, in the Montreal area, and they're trying to get a group organized and organize some in-person events. I really want to participate in that a little bit more. So yeah, Core Fabrics here has open house events a couple of times a year. I really want to push myself to go this year and make new friends and make new connections, because although this is a very solitary hobby, it is so much more fun to talk about this hobby with people who love it and have a passion for it just like you do. I often joke that nobody in my life will appreciate a perfect collar like in my clothes life. But if I talk to a friend, a sewing friend, about a collar, they'll get just as excited as I do about it. So definitely reach out and make some new friends. And you won't be sorry. It's been absolutely amazing for me. So sewing really has given me some love, or has taught me how to give myself love. It's taught me how to respect the body I'm in right now and feel nothing about the numbers. It's taught me what I like and don't like to wear. It's taught me how to focus on the life I'm living right now, not the one I should be living, not the one I want to live, not that this real life isn't what I want to live, and how to surround myself with people who love this hobby as much as I do. I would love to know in the comments below how sewing has changed or impacted your life, even if it's in a small way. So let's all get into the comments and share how sewing has given you gifts or given you some love in honor of Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it. Consider subscribing to the channel, or click the link in the description to find out more about this channel membership that I mentioned. We have lots of fun over there. We meet once a month for the two tiers, the two top tiers, and yeah, have a great time. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.